Hello, Kara Grandel here. I am a multi-passionate creative, so I do stuff with art and journals, and I'm a novelist, but I do eBay reselling and thrifted, and I've done it since 1999. So I thought I would do a show and tell thrift haul from just the last couple of days, and this is mostly from Goodwill, but a little bit of a garage sale too. And I'm an everything seller, so I am, but my niche is costume vintage jewelry. And I did find some gold, so there will be whoop whoop gold at the end. But these are glass beads. I'm kind of partial to the color, and these were artisan made, so somebody put this together. You can kind of tell by looking at that. And they're just so pretty. I might figure out how to wear it. I like to wear solid color t-shirts of different colors and then have this pop of color on my everyday work day. And I'm a big fan of Moonstone. Moon Glow, excuse me, and it's coming back into trend. People are doing it all the time, but I might actually take this pendant off because it's only okay to me and make a necklace with those as spacer beads. I might use this as a creative piece at some point, and I might show that. If I make jewelry at some point, I will get that on there. And then I got this little guy. There's more to come outside of what you see on the screen. I just wanted to have something for you to look at. So this is actually like probably hand carved or something. It's like not super high end. It's like almost like maybe Africa or India or something like that when they're doing like tourist trade or something. But I really liked the bell, and I might even figure out something to do with the bell. Cloisonné bell, enamel cloisonné bell with the jade and blue enamel bead on the inside. Super pretty, right? All right, I found a rosary. I like to resell rosaries. I like to rescue them when they're higher, a little bit higher. So this isn't the top end. It's definitely not silver. It's got a little enamel work on it. But the beads are glass, and, you know, they're not like rock crystal. They're just a glass. But that's kind of fun. Just a really pretty little piece. And let's see. I got, this is a silly thing. It's like, oh, I got a knot in it. But this is a nitroglycerin necklace, and I rescue medical jewelry from time to time because I just think, you know, it's going to end up in the landfill. No one really buys it local, whatever. So it's like someone else can benefit from that. And it does have a little resale value, but it's just another thing. When I go to the Goodwills and garage sales, this is my string of keys. I like to have hands-free, so I do that. And I'm a big wad person because I need to be able to reach down in my purse and grab them wherever. But I do have some tools on here. I have my jeweler's loop, and I have a magnet. And this magnet actually sticks to this so that when it's in my purse, it's not like randomly collecting metal bits, which I do carry in my purse sometimes. So it's nice when it's contained. And then I have a black light, and this works for rubies and for some pearls, bakelite. There's a bunch of stuff that will fluoresce different colors, even diamonds to a degree. So it's just fun to have those in my wheelhouse. And I've only got a couple more. This isn't very high end, but this is electroplate gold. So it's costume, but it's a little bit nicer than some. It's marked on the back of this little E as well. But my daughter's name is Elizabeth, and she's bringing a fella home whose name is Eli. It's they're dating, and so I'm going to give that to her because that's pretty fun. But it's definitely not your Claire's or your Target run-of-the-mill stuff. It's definitely a little bit nicer than that. So that will be fun to give to her, a little initial necklace. And I'm going to do, the gold is coming and a necklace is coming, but I'm going to show my 2 books. I write historical Christian romance and from 1850s to 1885. So this book, and my daughter is a labor and delivery nurse. So this book is printed in 1888, and it's terrible condition. It has all kinds of crazy interesting things, and like in the back it has its advertisements for some very interesting things for these ladies, poor ladies. And actually what I really think is entertaining is it came with a little scrap of paper on the inside. Let's see if I can get to it. This, which isn't quite as old as the book, but it is an obituary. So to have an obituary in a maternity book, does not bode well, but I think it's fun. And then I also got this one, which was printed in 1898. And I write miners and trappers and cowboys and all that kind of stuff. So, and this one is filled with art, and it's in such terrible condition, I might have to repurpose the art or the cover into other things. But I've been reading the story. It is a fiction story. I thought it was going to be factual, but it's fiction. And so it has been fun for me to pick up vernacular out of it, because there is a few phrases, but I will keep in this paper, you know, they just made it so differently back there. So that's for me, and I just think it's neat, and even the covers are just like art too, and that's fun. And then I got, oh, I forgot what this lady's name is, but this is a necklace that is a little bit higher quality. This is a resale value of about $100, and I got it for $5.99, and these are real pearls in here on this. And you know, I am a country girl, so everybody says, don't do the scratch test, it's so gross. And I'm like, girl, half of my body is made up of country dirt, so we'll just build that immune system, right? And because I like to know in the store right away. And so I am looking at this little tag. Oh, I wonder if you can read it on here better than, oh, where's the tag? Can you guys see the tag on there better than me? Holly, it's Holly Yashi. Holly Yashi, that's what it says. And she's definitely got a little bit of a collectible value and a following. So we will be finding a home for that. Isn't that pretty? And then my actual goal that I'm bringing you in on this. And again, I do planner videos. I do art with me, draw with me. I basically want to do whatever the heck I want. And YouTube hasn't quite figured out who my people are yet, but I'm sure having fun doing it. So here is my fancy piece that I got at the thrift store for inexpensive. I think I paid $7.99, and it is marked. It is marked right. Is it on this side or the other side? It might be the other side. Marked right there. I'll try to hold it still for you. Oh, come on, camera. No. So sorry, I'm not good at that part yet. So if you can see that, it actually says 333, which is 8 karat gold. So it's not super high end, but that is blue topaz, and I have a presidium, and so it tests as blue topaz. And I believe that these they're not glass, so that they're either quartz or, you know, there's something cheap. They're maybe even cubic zirconia, but I don't know how to tell. I'm actually not very good at the diamonds and the clear stuff yet. I mean, I can put it up here and see that this is almost like too brilliantly sparkly compared to my real diamonds. And it doesn't test on my presidium, but it's kind of a pretty design, and it's big. I don't actually know the size. This will end up on my eBay probably. Needs a new home. It was gonna, you know, go through the mill of things, of the Goodwill, you know. This one was a Goodwill find. So I will be back in the future with randomness, random bits, and part of the reason I like to do the jewelry for me is the artistic expression. I just think some of them are so pretty. Like there's just such a vividness and a beauty to them. And it's craftsmanship of a different sort. And so I want to see it and record it and appreciate it. So thank you, and see you later.